Laughing vampires dance. Feel the voodoo curse. Wait, hold on. Wait. Liberty City, arise. Aris the Pacifist Waltz here on KJ. So, if you're seeing this video, that's it. I have no more IEMs to review, and I've asked Hi Figo and Linsol, and they're all like, yeah, we sent them, and I'm out. So this is the last IEM review I'm recording. I'm going to separate them 6 days apart to hopefully get some stock, because I've just been hammering 10 videos a month for the last, 2.5 years. It's a pretty good record. And also the algorithm's changing, and maybe restricted mode is on, in which case nothing on this channel shows up. I don't even know how you're seeing it. If you're a fan of this channel, please, I implore you, get on your socials, get in your friends groups, and be like, hey, have you turned off restricted mode on YouTube? Because the fuckers turn it on by default. And then, because there's the word fetish in the title of this channel, all the videos are gone. And all my videos on my main channel are basically gone. So, let's talk about IEMs. Questyle sent me this 2 years ago. And I apologize to Questyle. I love them as a company. They have amazing things. This is the NHB12 True Losses earphones made for iPhone, iPad. That's a Sony running Android. Which that's about to become a pile of shit too, because Android's no more sideloading apps. We're going to secure everything down. You got to register, and that's automatically makes... There's no reason to get an Android phone if that's the reason you're using Android instead of an Apple phone. The hardware is mostly worse. Shit. Anyway, getting off that, I waited 2 years because when they first sent me this, I'm like, are you going to make a USB-C version? I need that. And they're like, it might come out. Wait. And then a year later, nothing happened. Then it sat on my shelf, and here we are. But luckily, in the box was a 3.5 millimeter. So these got their time in the burn-in rig. I'm able to put them in my ears. They're very pretty looking. They're stainless steel. I've got Duno SS tips on there. The wires are a little bit floppy. And this doesn't matter if you're looking at the 3.5 wire or the other wire. And we're going to talk about the other wire because I really wanted to hear it. And I can't. So, back in my head hole. Back to Aris the Pacifist Walsh. If you never played Grand Theft Auto 3, it's fine. Get the fucking soundtrack. Rhythm Earth AI music. Music for the mummy masses. Now, so, all right. I'm going to pause it so my brain isn't going nuts, because these actually sound good. I'm also going to point out before we go any further, in case you don't want to watch anymore, since they're so old, $200. I think these were $300 and something when they started. $200. $199. Okay. Apply a 50% coupon. So $100. I'm going to give these a full endorsement for $100. Get your waifu. Go buy them. They're a warm, bassy, but kind of limited on the bass. They feel like they should be able to rock your body, and then you pull it on something really hard. It's it's the limits of adhesion. We could also blame that on only having a K15 and not this. So, box, pretty, great. Box inside box, ooh, where words leave off, music begins. And you drop this down, never heard before, and you crack it open, and it's ah. So imagine you give this to a friend who has an iPhone, because the fucking lightning connector, I bought this thing, it doesn't work. Specifically designed for audio, it doesn't fucking work. You open up this $100 IEM now, and you get presented with a panel, which is supposed to not come off of here, but we're going to do that anyway. Which is fucking presented with this panel, which looks kind of like a GIMP mask. We're going with it. That explains every part in both English and Chinese for your Chinese friends. And what it's showcasing here, that's where the 3.5 wire is. Here's your selection of tips. These XLs are insanely big, but also weirdly shaped. We're done with the box. Let me put the box away. Put the box away. I'm putting the box away. Actually, I'm going to hold this here so we can see what it says. This is they have a Questyle dongle DAC in the wire. It's just in the wire. There it is. You could see it through the window, through this fucking metal where it says CMA SIP inside. Ooh. True lossless DAC and amp. A little bit of a bullshit marketing thing there. I mean, it's USB, so any dongle technically plugged in via USB, although probably Lightning might be more specifically lossless, since you don't have to bypass the audio stack in an Android device. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they couldn't give me USB-C because they would have to remove lossless, because you need specifically an audio player that interfaces with the USB to make it... Shut up. We're done. And it has a patented 3x master clock structure, an MCU for USB port USB, sample rate indicator, patented current mode amplification SIP. Because Questyle is known for their amplification. That's what they are. An IEM from them is like weird. It's like Klipsch coming out with a television. It's like, kinda? No. So this is literally just an Apple-only... If we cut this off, it's an Apple-only dongle. And you know what? If they made it USB-C and it was this big and you could somehow fit a plug in there that was 4.4, because you can't currently, I'd fucking buy it because it looks gorgeous. The build on this is insane. So you get a Lightning to a little tiny SIP amp that goes up to just 2-pin connectors. And I've never gotten this to work. And my girlfriend's like, I'm not putting that on my phone. Nah, fuck that, because she's got an iPhone. But she's a big speaker girl. She's one of those fucking peasant level fucking IEMs. Princesspasta.audio, by the way. So I bought this adapter in the last ditch effort because it says hi-fi, and it was $15 for this. It's USB-C to technically a Lightning, but it's supposed to be like the audio version of Lightning. And the thing is, the phone does detect it if I do this to this, and you have to play with the directionality, and I had it this way. Wait. Keep staring at the phone. None of you seem to have a problem with staring at the phone. All right, let's turn this around, because we're getting fucking specific. There we go. Do you want to use Hibby Music or Quidelics? If you load the Quidelics, what happens is it tries to load the Quidelics, and it's like, wait, you're not Bluetooth to the Quidelics. And then it just doesn't work. If you load up Hibby Music, because every time I plug in any USB dongle, Hibby Music wants to take over. But if you do that and you try to play something... unknown remote device connection failed. It either does that, or it says IO error, or there's any number of fucking failings. So she don't work, which is unfortunate. Now, I'm going to give this to my girl and give her some IEMs. I hear try this at your leisure. But, let me just, yeah, okay. But, with the wire, at $100, if it was $300, I would be like, oh, it doesn't work with everything. Why? At $200, I'd be like, you know what? These are good IEMs with a decent wire. But at $100 fuck off dollars on Amazon, gift this to someone who has an iPhone, just the raw wire, get it out of your life, or use it if you have it. Take the 3.5 wire or any wire, because it is just a 2-pin. So technically, and I say technically, but what I really mean is testically, you can go spend $40. So now you've got $140. You're rocking the flare cable. This is my collab cable, by the way, with Juzzier from the Defiant. You can buy it separately. Let's see, this is our right channel. We're going to go pluggy, plug, plug. Pluggy, plug, plug, plug. Oh, we just lost that on the floor. Pluggy, plug, plug, plug. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's a virgin. That's that's what they call... Wait. I fucking did it backwards. And I could technically have just ignored that. You guys wouldn't be able to read the numbers. It'd be fine. So now you're the right. And actually should be better than this because it literally has giant R on the back of it. So R, L. Get in there, nice and smooth, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Not too tight, not too tight. So now we've got a real wire on it and not that wiggly thing. Now we can actually go 4.4. We could switch this to preamp mode. Because as much as I love the K15 and the K17, if you're going to preamp Valencia with it, you're going to have a superior time. Plug that shit in there. Grand Theft Auto is still playing, but we're now... Oh, actually, wait. This goes down. This goes to line out. All right, there we go. That was almost bad. So now I'm tube preing Valencia with a K15. Make sure that volume... Actually, I thought I felt the table shaking like the speakers were still on. These are fantastic IEM for $100. I wouldn't have thought it. I don't know who built it for them, because Questyle, like, they don't make IEMs. They don't make audio gear except for the amps. But these are clear and clean and smooth, and female vocals are just, like, juicy. Stinks there with you. Hey. London Grammar, Burning By. For you. These are a solid fucking IEM. And I'm going to call them at $140 because I'm spending $40 on my own cable. But look at did you see the box? Do you see the case you get? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, remember, this is $100 and you could gift this to a friend. I don't know if this is supposed to be a secret pouch, but there it is. You open it up like that. You get this pouch here, which I hate when they do this. I hate when it's just like the foldy thing, and then like, because something's going to fall out of there, you know it. But then you get another pouch here, and then this fucking thing that attaches with a random button that is designed, I think, just to be a wire wrap. So you could just, are you supposed to wrap this around? Like, is this what this is for? I couldn't quite figure it out. Because if you put it like here, then that doesn't connect. Like, but like leather, like nice. Oh, it was obviously a failure. This Questyle was a failure. How many of you know what? I didn't even notice the ratings on Amazon. I wasn't focusing. I'm going to state, I usually guess prices, and I know the prices. I'm going to say, with just the packaging and the way these sound and the warmth, and the low end is slightly limited. Actually, the low end was limited, but let's try it with $2,000 of the Valencia underneath its balls. All right, you know what? It's got good bass, but Valencia. It feels like it's uncomfortable producing this much low end, and I'm doing... That's Perfect Circle Lullaby. It's like that isn't music. That's just, I don't know, hit the bass button. It's a... It's really, really, really good. If it was 350 and it had its own built-in lossless DAC amp, and I don't think they would be doing any DSP tweaking on this. I could find out by putting Defiant on this and plugging it into my girlfriend's phone. But the IEMs themselves, these things themselves, are 100% worth $100 fucking dollars. With the $40 cable, if you wanted to support the channel and you wanted to go get Flare. Do I have the other one here? There's another one that's got a different color. It's not out yet. We're working on it. Actually, these videos are coming out 6 days apart. This will be the last one that goes on the channel. It's probably out. It's probably out. There's also a headphone cable version of this. I think this is worth it. Woo. I think this is worth it for $100 just to get this wild ass leather case and the crazy packaging. And if you can use it on an iPhone, then so be it. Oh, for fuck's sake, delete. I don't wear my smartwatch because it just keeps reminding me that I exist. I don't want to exist. I lost my train of thought now. I was so mad at things. So, damn it, I had something good to say. Was it Perfect Circle Lullaby? I was doing bass tests. I was doing David Bowie, Afraid of America. I was putting them back in my ears. I can't even sell these in the yard sale. Why? To what end? They're $100. So you're going to bid $61 and I'm going to pay $22 to ship it. And that's $40, and I guess I could technically use that $40, and then I got to pay tax on it. Yeah, it's a good IM. I want to know. Now, here's the thing. Here's another. Oh, I was looking at the ratings. I was looking at the number of ratings. I remembered. See, my brain was like, la, 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 la. I definitely didn't add any lemon cream liqueur to my Sweet Joe sweet tea. You're fucking alky. Italian lemon cream liqueur. If this has more than 150 reviews on Amazon, I'll be fucking shocked. And I'm going to give it... Well, I don't know the quality, because that doesn't work for me. But I'm going to say the number of reviews... It's got 57. It's 2 years on Amazon. 2 years on Amazon. And 57. That means it didn't sell. The last rating... Oh, that's the top rating. Where's the last rating? I don't think I can do it unless I'm signed in. They're all 2024. There's an August 2025. Doesn't work on call. You know what? Yeah, there's no microphone. So of course it wouldn't work on a call. So that guy gave it 4 stars instead of 5. Everyone it's a 4.2. Verify what product you ordered. My box was shrink wrapped. Open it, plug it on my phone. Sounded great. Is it seriously cutting off the end of that with the cart? Jesus Christ. Received the replacement. It was not shrink with the model purchase. So apparently it was a scam return. High price. Too much money for the poor sound, says Oscar. I think the IEMs themselves are fucking great. I am plugging them into a multi-$100 DAC amp, and now I've preamped that through a tube into a fucking $2,000 power amp. This is a fucking expensive stack. But they sound good in that. Will they sound good? Why are you a bitch? Here, you ready? We're gonna do the real test. Because if you buy the flare cable for $10, you can get this. We can unplug it from our multi-$1,000 stack. Yank that. And we could actually give this a go. We're basically converting this into an Android-supported device. If you get the wire with this, it's only $45. If you get it after the fact... Here, wait. Cancel. Go to my foobar. Whoa, loud. Yeah. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. This is great. This song is one of those pompous ass audiophile songs. No one was looking for Questyle for an IM. So the fact they made one, and then they did that like quirky thing, like, look, we got our amp. It's built into an amp. This should have been this little $10 Juzzier thing. Or it should have just been a dongle. Questyle makes dongles. So they're like, no, what if we just integrate it in? Honestly, Questyle could sell these IEMs today. And they'd sell. I'd give them a full fuck review and they would sell. There's also, for $300, no 50% coupon, the NHB15. So that's the 12. There's the 15. And it's USB-C. You mother... Apparently it goes to silver black, and it's $300. So that's the one I needed, and they never sent it to me. Oh, it's for iPhones again. Fuck! Android and Harmony OS smartphones as well as computers. Okay, never mind. There you go. Okay. Whew. So yeah, I needed to send me the 15. So I'll ask. But again, that 57 ratings accounts for both. So still a failure. Technically, still a failure. This is a good combo. They got enough bass. The bass is respectfully there. Solid mids. Soundstage isn't crazy wide, but it's not like a narrow IM. It's a good IM. GLGGOLD is gold. Yeah, these, like this. So what I'm telling you to do is to spend $145. You buy the flare cable with the USB-C adapter, available on Hi-Fi Go. I don't have to link you if you'll get my money from my collab if you do that anyway. You get this for $100 with all the cool accessories it comes with and the boxes and everything. You get to gift this or sell this if you have Lightning. And then Bob's your fucking uncle. I said that in like 2 reviews in a row and I did not. Bob is technically my uncle. I have an Uncle Robert. So, but yeah, no, this works out fucking fantastically. And you can tell people you have Moondrop Katos because they look a lot like them. I gotta like polish this. My fingerprints have touched it and it's terrible. The tips are a little bit weird, but I think you'd probably be able to handle that. These are pretty much a steal at $100. The sound quality coming out of them is at least in the $200 to $200 range, although there's so many good $100 IEMs, including Defiant, which is the wires from anyway. These are more fun than Defiant. Then there's also the Yacht 10s. And Jesus Christ, there's so many good IEMs. It's kind of, maybe it's good this channel takes like a mini, like spread out 6-day hiatus. Let's let everyone sort of enjoy their IEMs for a little while before we start digging into the next and the new and the next, the new and the new and the next. Yeah, no, I'm happy. I finally got this out of the way. This thing has been haunting me for fucking 24 months. And I still didn't get, this was the last hope and, well, it failed. Thank you, Apple, for putting a proprietary fucking plug in it because you want to own everything that everyone that you own does. Everybody owns it. Oh, it's a bet. But USB-C, the U in USB is universal. No. You know what the F in FLAC stands for? Free. Free lossless audio codec. Apple's like, nah, ALAC. Pay us to license it. There's the reason I don't like Apple. They want their own little fucking crunchy little ecosystem and everyone can just fuck it. People have told me for years I should just get an iPhone that I could just leave on the desk to testing these No, I refuse. I fucking refuse. But now that Android's going to shit, about a Windows phone, bring it back. Because then Microsoft is pieces of shit everywhere. Fuck. Anyway, I'm going back to burning sticks for warmth and never listening to anything ever again. So if you'd like to help me with that, Patreon and Subscribestar support this channel. Neither one of those have gone to total shit. There's been some Patreon things, but I do need your help to live. And now that I have IEMs not coming in, if you are willing to loan some out, something that I haven't done, or if you want to suggest them in the comments, please do. The waifus will constantly flow, although now Twitter, I refuse to call it that. Twitter now has the option you can download a photo, repost a photo, or animate a photo with Grok AI. So anyone who's an artist has posted something on Twitter, Grok can now just take your art by the will of the user and be like, now dance for me. And it will literally dance for you. So I'm done. You're done. We're done. The world's done. This is not a negative review about the world. Maybe it is. And I'll see you in the next one when it comes. Button.